At home, since the government launched the baby bonus scheme in 2001, it has disbursed more than $2.3 billion in benefits. So why are Singaporeans not having enough children? Our reporter finds out.
The Chinese consider the Year of the Dragon an auspicious year to have children. Noticeably, there were more births in Singapore between January and November last year compared to the same period the year before. Nearly 39,000 babies were born in the first 11 months of 2012, and it looks like the numbers will exceed the preceding year. Still, Singapore's total fertility rate remains at a low 1.2. Various measures have been introduced in an attempt to raise the TFR, like cash gifts which have been given to over 310,000 children since it was introduced in 2001. More than 240,000 children have also opened the Child Development Account, a savings account for children up to 12 years of age, which enjoys dollar-for-dollar matching from the government. The money can be used to pay for childcare centre fees or early intervention programs, among other things. The government is expected to announce enhancements to the baby bonus under its marriage and parenthood package. But family experts we spoke with say money isn't everything.
Moving forward, the question then is, are we happy with this? To allow individuals to continue to make adjustments to the constraints in our living environment? Can the nation, sustain with these kinds of population trajectories? Or is it time for us then to relook the environmental constraints?
Environmental constraints include long working hours, a competitive education system, the availability of accessible childcare, and generally Singaporeans' expectations.
We lead two hectic lifestyles. We don't really have time to intermingle, and it's just sometimes a matter of budgeting, housing.
The main obstacle is probably career as well, because they're too busy with their lives, trying to get what they want.
Just make having kids cool or something. But for now, having it in the early 20s is not cool.
It's the mindset change that experts say is hard to overcome.
This is a country that succeeded by its own hard work. Maybe the whole mystique has to be slightly changed, shall we say, to give a little bit less precedence, to economic growth. Well, there are trade-offs, and, slower economic growth is sort of dangerous for a country like Singapore in some ways. But rapid economic growth that's going to lead to, significant population decline is also, not something that's desirable.
The government has set the target of raising the total fertility rate from the current 1.2 to 1.4 and even 1.5, a target which experts say is possible given the right mix of policies, but it's still way below the replacement rate of 2.1. And given that reality, experts say the only way to make up for the shortfall is through immigration.